Do you want to weather the storm of the great termination that's hitting the job market now and expected to run through 2023? Maybe even longer? Today we're going to share the 3 best ways you can not only survive but thrive now that we're entering the great termination. Let's go. So just months ago, we were coming out of the great resignation, where workers were quitting in droves to spend time outside of the workforce. Why? Well, they wanted other pursuits such as travel, van life became popular, a side hustle, or even to retire. Boy, how things have changed quickly in the economy, with the expected recession already upon us. The quitting of the Great Resignation has now been transitioned into the layoffs of the Great Termination. Hundreds of companies have already started laying off staff. Companies such as Amazon, Ford, Microsoft, Twitter, Facebook, Salesforce.com, Intel, and unfortunately, many, many more. This is a serious time and a serious topic, so no one wants to lose their income or a job that satisfies their professional aspirations. So in order to help as many people as possible, I want to share what I would do as a senior executive to increase the likelihood of protection from the Great Termination. So the first and the biggest thing you want to do is to make yourself as indispensable as possible. So that's the key word, indispensable. And ideally, you'd want to be indispensable before a recession time comes. Now you see, in a layoff environment, companies typically focus first on positions that are less needed during a recession. But once those are gone, they often follow up by targeting people who are less valued. So to become truly indispensable, you need to become as valued as possible. How do you do that? Well, to be frank with you, you could be friendly as hell with the folks in leadership, or you can deliver massive value for your team and your organization. I'm not talking about a little bit of value, and I'm not talking about just meeting your goals and objectives. I'm talking about delivering massive and measurable value that is important to your team and your company's success. Here's a shortcut way to do just that. It's one of my favorites, and it's a process called benchmarking. In a nutshell, benchmarking is about looking at what the very best in your industry do to be successful. How do they do it? What processes do they follow? Finding all that out, then bringing those concepts into your organization. You want to develop a plan to get from where you currently are to where the benchmark in your industry is, to go from current state to that benchmark state. Believe it or not, this can often be done faster than you think. So once you reach the benchmark, you can become even more indispensable and more highly paid too by going beyond the benchmark, leveraging your team's know-how and a little brainstorming to do even better than the benchmark in your industry. And by doing this, you become the new benchmark in your industry. By the way, I've got much more on all of this in the free training in the description below. Before we go on to the second way to multiply your indispensability, my name is C. I'm a senior executive by day and a secret YouTuber at night on a mission to revolutionize your career and your income. While other execs are focused on themselves, I'm working hard during the day, but also working hard for you during the night, sharing how to accelerate your career success and cutting through the BS. This disguise allows me to do just that and still protect my family and my own career. My goal is simply to help as many people as possible accelerate their career success and maximize their money. So let's go. So the second way for you to become truly indispensable at work is to focus on your team and their success. Not only do you want to be a leader they can trust and look to as an example, but help them to achieve more success for their career by developing their abilities and helping them to transform into a small army of massive value drivers. Here are a few ways to do just that. Help them gain the training and development needed to be successful. But here's the trick. Provide training not only for their current role, but also for the next level in the organization. If they aspire to grow in their career, they will gobble up this coaching. Another thing you can do is to help show them how to maximize their performance for their current level. But again, also you want to do this for the next level in the organization. This will help them perform even better at their current level and make them ready for promotion and more money. Here's another tip that will bring you broad appreciation from your organization and help make you more indispensable. And that is to develop and implement a really powerful team empowerment tool called a career ladder. A career ladder is a document that's shared with everyone in the organization, and it spells out exactly what is needed to be successful at each level in the organization. But not only that, it also shares what is needed to reach the next level or two within your organization. Rolling out a career ladder is incredibly powerful and always helps your team to maximize their success. By the way, you may want to partner with your HR business partner to roll out a career ladder, which will also make your value well known across your organization. Hey, I'd love to hear about your best tips on becoming indispensable at work. So please share them in the comments below, and you'll be able to help everyone else here that watches this video. Maybe even share this with some colleagues and ask them to put in their tips. I can't wait to read what you've got. Stick around, I've got a bonus tip coming up, but let's jump right to the third way to make yourself indispensable at work, and that is to live by the golden rule of leadership. So what's the golden rule of leadership, you ask? Well, the golden rule of leadership is, well, it's the golden rule. Before you roll your eyes at me, I'm serious about this. You want to lead people in a way that they want to be led, and that also gets them to buy in and get behind your cause. Following the golden rule of leadership is also powerful for another reason. And that is, we all have weaknesses in our leadership. I certainly have them, and we all do. But when you're challenged by a situation, you can use the golden rule of leadership. Imagine if a well-recognized, truly exceptional leader were here in this challenging situation right now, what would they do? Well, you can take what they would do and do it yourself. And before you know it, you'll be that truly exceptional leader. Now, here's a little bonus tip for my subscribers. You are a subscriber, right? I hope the great termination does not come for you, seriously. But for some reason, if it does, you're going to want to take all the massive value that you've delivered, that we've been talking about, and capture it in a list or a spreadsheet by building a list of all of your jobs, your current jobs, your prior jobs, and beside each, listing all of the items of massive value that you've delivered. This will become a very, very important reference document for you to refer to when updating your resume, your LinkedIn profile, or even preparing for interviews. And you're going to want to market that massive value with a truly rock star resume and a luscious LinkedIn profile. And here's how to do that right here. I'll see you there in just a second.